I got one more poem.
Oh, good.
It's only 4 pages long.
Something like that. It's page 108. This is a story.
No, we said in a different accent.
No, I can't do an accent because this is a story.
He can do it
It's
in
a
an
very
accent.
serious story, and you may not know about Arthur Dan Steely and his novelty.
That's not Steely Dan.
I thought it was a Steely Dan.
Steve Dan's good.
Yeah, but this is Arthur Dan Steely.
All around my hat.
That's how modern Dave is.
Yeah, I know. He's in a tiny.
Was that a compliment?
I'm going for the prize, man.
Go, Ed, go.
Go for it.
Go, Ed.
Go on.
We're ready, mate.
Arthur!
Arthur Sixpence.
Arthur Dan! I tried. This is the first word I just messed up.
You blew it.
I blew it! Arthur!
He was a big boy, Arthur.
Arthur Dan Steely, the novelty act.
Terry McCann in there? Arthur?
Arthur, no.
Terry! Minder!
Okay.
Right, ready?
Okay.
Go!
Arthur Dan Steely, the novelty act, stood in the hallway. His cases were packed. He caught his wife saying, "Leave you, I must." She clamped the doorknob. Laughter fit to bust. He straightened his shoulders. He took up his case. He took a last look around the old place. He took in the dirt and the cracks and the holes. He said, "When I come back, I'm coming back in a rolls." He opened the door and he walked down the street. Behind him, his wife couldn't stand on her feet. She laughed and she laughed. She was tickled to death. Her face was red with tears as she gasped for breath. But Arthur Dan Steely, the novelty act, sat in the bus and his pride was intact. Mentally checked the props he'd taken. His faith in his talent was firm and unshaken. They were holding auditions for unusual acts. Arthur Dan Steely had read all the facts. He signed at the stage door, then boldly beneath wrote Arthur Dan Steely, put tunes on the teeth. Yes, it was true, for this was his act alone. He'd learnt all his foibles as each tooth had grown. Now perfectly tuned from north to the south, they were like a whole orchestra packed in his mouth. There were singers and dancers and acrobats there.
Next one. Sorry, it's we can't win a prize.
He's now in the audition. We've moved on. There were singers and dancers and acrobats there, and the director sat in the director's chair.
In the director's chair.
The director's chair. The director sat in the director's chair.
I think there's some poetic license for this.
That's funny, that.
Right, we're getting the funny bit. And Arthur Dan Steely took up his Mac. He selected a dignified seat at the back. The singers did sing, the acrobats leap. The director peacefully, he went off to sleep. Then Arthur Dan Steely grew nervous and he sat, patiently waiting. He twisted his hat. At last the address system booming and cracked.
Sorry, mate, I'm undoing my nails. I've taken my mate's dress off.
Sorry, am I? I'm a judge and I'm not overly impressed. That's harsh. Ignore.
We want big red crosses.
Yeah. I'm building for the finale.
Alright.
Do you want to carry on?
But you've done really well.
Look over there. As a judge, he's not impressed. He's really struggling to try and get dressed.
I might take off my vest.
Oh yeah.
Maybe that will be.
I'm building the big finale here. At last, the address system booming and cracked said, "Arthur Dan Steely, the novelty act." He took up his pencil and twitched on the tape. He walked on the stage with his mouth all agape. He graciously bowed to the people within to show them his instruments. He flashed them a grin. He turned a bit one way with his great bands, and everyone covered their mouth with their hands. And then the music began. It was just like a spur. He shot round on the stage. His feet were a blur. Tapping above and tapping beneath were flakes of enamel. They shot off his teeth. The music was frenzied. He gave it his all. He gave them Scott Joplin, and after the ball, the director woke up and he woke and he looked. And he said that was odd. He covered his eyes and said, "Oh, good God." He just reached the point where he had to have them laugh. The bit with a particular pencil, he bit a particular pencil in half. When he stopped in his tracks, he was shocked and perplexed. Oh, surely he'd heard someone shout, "Next!" Yes, they had! And the sister had just waved him away as he'd waved a fly on a hot summer's day, and onto the stage come a juggling troupe, a dinner plate whirlers from old Guadalupe. Arthur danced steelly, his case in his lap, sat on the omnibus, taking in the shiny black tyres, they whined underneath, but Arthur was shattered and so was his teeth. He trudged up the street in the fast fading light. His wife, who stopped laughing, said, "You're late tonight. I poured you a Guinness to drown all your sorrow. Let's hope you'll discover tomorrow."
No, hang on, there's one more to go. Is that because he was shite? It's a woman's
Yes,
one.
we got that feeling, yeah.
It's between Kath, Andy and Angela then, because they're the only last three.
Right.
Did you do something?
No.